The metaverse encapsulates everything that we want to do and we do in digital world as of today. Hey, I figured I'm gonna do a reaction on this video because I really love the stuff they talk about, especially metaverse, and I think these guys are completely wrong about metaverse. And yes, I am here to tell you. So if you're interested in what I have to say, listen to this. If not, then
Tons of articles. Okay, so the last article of the day, let's go to Roblox. So this article called Roblox Dawn of the Metaverse. And I think if you haven't heard of Metaverse, you must be living under a rock. It's the
That's
buzzword
very true.
of the last few years.
There's no doubt about that.
I have a personal big pet peeve with buzzwords.
Yes, it's a buzzword.
I think Metaverse,
People just try and cover shit with this buzzword. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, so they just call it metaverse.
How'd you get triggered by Flywheel? I'm in the same boat. Did we talk
I
about
love
this?
Eric.
Yeah,
I
we
love
did.
Eric.
Oh my God.
Okay, dude.
Just get so easily triggered like myself, but who cares? He talks truth.
I almost lost my fucking mind, right? Dude, triggered. We'll have to go through this next time. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. We can bond over pet peeves over buzzwords. So, anyways, okay. Metaverse, the word everyone must use in their pitch deck in order to drive the highest possible valuations, right? Because literally everyone's building a metaverse, right? The big question, of course, is who's going to own it? What's it going to look like? And I think this is actually a great article to read because I think it puts sense behind the craze and actually puts a much better definition behind the word. The way that I'll describe it, Metaverse is being seen as the next frontier for technology spaces. So like YouTube, like social media platforms, it is believed to be where the next tech king will be crowned, like YouTube or like Facebook or like Twitch were for previous frontiers. The signal, right, for a metaverse is Cyworld, Habbo Hotel, Second Life,
Hotel.
IMVU,
He mentioned hotel.
MMOs
Second
like
Life.
Warcraft, Fortnite, and of course Roblox. Digital spaces where players have a personal avatar where they actively hang out and in extreme cases end up investing more of their time and resources into it than normal life. So a metaverse, in summary, is a digital identity, a social hangout with activities, rich self-expression, and value associated with your actions, namely a game economy. That turns into a virtual hangout space. So if we can change metaverse into virtual hangout space, I'll be happier.
It wouldn't solve anything because virtual hangout space, it's a virtual world that you can plug into pretty much from anything that you have available. It could be any device. If you decide that your, Oculus Go can connect to Metaverse, then that's what you would use. Nokia phone, right? So think about it, right? How do you connect to the stuff if the metaverse is supposed to be operated by Roblox? How do you connect to Roblox? I mean, try to connect to Roblox through your TV, right? So there's no fucking way that Roblox is building metaverse. They're just building a plug to a metaverse, right? Like you want to live in the hotel inside of digital world. How do you fire up this thing? How do you start this thing? How do you connect to that stuff, right? Because let me tell you, how do you connect to internet? You take your fucking phone and go to your ISP and say, hey, I want to connect to the internet, right? And the ISP does not ask you, do you have your PlayStation? Is that your Xbox you're trying to connect? Is that, how do you want to do something in a metaverse? You plug in whatever you have and you connect, right? So it has to be a universal communication. It has to be something like a protocol. Adam mentioned this hotel, right? You want to live in a hotel in the digital world? How do you fucking check in, right? The metaverse communication channel is universal, right? So it's a protocol. All right, I'm just going to fast forward this because so I listened to this before.
I just don't see a generation clinging on to Facebook as
Joachim's going to say something really, really fucking interesting.
I think the problem, guys, is that nobody knows what they're talking about when it comes to metaverse.
Exactly.
Right? There's like Ready Player One. Like there's where we are today, there's Ready Player One, and then anything between like live events in Fortnite or Roblox to the Ready Player One vision, everyone's got all sorts of crazy ideas, everything in between, and everyone's calling that whole mess of stuff a metaverse with
just covering their shit
of what it is. The problem
with Metaverse.
is that between that gap between today and Ready Player One, all that stuff in between is, I think, hard to monetize.
Nobody's fucking
And
building
I just think
Metaverse.
that's the big issue with Roblox right now, is that part of their valuation is based upon this fuzzy smoke and mirrors.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
what is it going to be? Nobody
Exactly,
knows.
Joe.
And honestly, like the closest thing to the Metaverse right now is the thing that no one is talking about, and it's basically GTA,
And you're wrong here because it's bullshit.
the Metaverse. But
It's not. It's just a fucking plug to a game, GTA, right?
well, there's basically like these private.
It's a mod. It's a mod.
Where just do a search on that on YouTube. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Just because you mod your fucking car, you don't build a Metaverse, right?
There's environments in GTA Online for role playing, which I'm assuming.
Oh
is what
my
you're
God.
talking
Yeah, it's an
No.
RP server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
this is wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So but the frictions towards doing that right now are quite high. So there
yeah.
might
whatever.
be
I
some
guess
play
my
of-
point is,
They're gonna
like,
argue
if
now.
you want to call like live
gonna
events in
fast forward
Roblox
now.
or Fortnite.
They're minting
like,
money
but
right
they're-
now. They're like a $50 billion valuation.
Yeah,
Like, how
they're
could
they're
you-
minting money, but not on the Metaverse, dude. The Metaverse right now is smoke and mirrors.
But
It's like
Roblox
we can
is
do
the metaverse.
any of this crap.
That's true. They
What
they
is
just
that?
mentioned
Out
Metaverse,
here.
but
It
not.
depends on your definition of metaverse. If
That's
the
the
metaverse
problem. There
is
is
just
no
a digital
definition.
hangout, if the definition is a digital
Yeah, if
hangout,
you can call
Roblox
Metaverse whatever
has
the
it
fuck
and
you
is
want,
definitely
then sure,
monetizing
yeah,
on
it'll
it
work.
right now.
Some random
Yeah,
shit
and
will
dude-
work. Yeah.
Joseph, come on. You sound dude. What's wrong with you?
I love this, but
Anyway, I
This is a
think
good
this article.
episode. This got a lot.
Yeah,
better.
let's end it. This article was actually really good. I thought it described it very well, and we are at the early stages of the metaverse. I will agree.
we're
with you.
not in the early stage.
There is
We're,
success
Eric,
out there.
we're nowhere near.
Then 3D avatars of representations of yourself, going out there and being social. Like, I think those are the kind of the big things about the metaverse that are being executed on now. And we've seen it in World of Warcraft. We see it in GTA. We see it all these pieces of what I think will be the metaverse going forward. And this is just another execution of that. So I think
Sure,
we'll
yeah. If
continue
you
to see it
redefine
evolve.
the Metaverse as an MMO or UGC, sure, yeah, we've got it.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's,
I
MMO
define
is a
it as
metaverse.
Metaverse is it's not a fucking game.
Digital hangout space,
Jesus
which would
Christ.
include World of Warcraft, which would include Roblox, which would include Second Life.
Exactly. It's gonna
EverQuest,
include
dude. You know how
everything.
many hours I spent on EverQuest? That's not a metaverse. I don't know what is. Anyway,
Okay, then it's
Even
already
with-
here.
even with
The
cloud
metaverse is
gaming,
here,
right?
dude.
The beginning will be Stadia. The beginning will be PUBG Mobile on cloud, right? And then eventually we'll get to a point where we'll be successful. But I would just say the metaverse has
right.
already had stronger signals.
All right,
think
moving
we get
on.
Craig, we got to get Craig Sherman on a podcast and talk about what the actual metaverse is and cut through the bullshit, right?
Yeah, you're not gonna cut through the bullshit, Eric, because the problem there is that people don't understand what the metaverse is. But the point being is that in the metaverse encapsulates everything that we want to do and we do in digital world as of today. Right? So it's a layer that allows you to communicate better with everybody, with everything, whatever the fuck you want to do, right? We have all kind of devices that communicate through a fucking internet. Now, what a metaverse is gonna do is to allow everything that there is in the digital world to communicate to each other, right? Hey, Mike, I'm using Zoom, you're using Skype, right? And we're going to be able to communicate with each other, right? Other example of that would be, hey, I'm going to take my Roblox avatar and I'm going to have a conversation with your avatar from World of Warcraft. And we're just gonna talk business somewhere in a fucking digital world, cyberpunk hotel, right? Which is basically run by a company. To me, definition of metaverse is a universal protocol for devices, but the software as well, right? So anything can connect, anything can communicate, anything can exchange and transact, right? So metaverse is not a game; it's a protocol. That's it.